In the vast, rugged lands of the American Southwest, where the desert winds whisper secrets and the red rocks hold ancient memory, there exists a terrifying figure born of fear, mystery, and dark magic. This is the story of the Skinwalker, known in the Navajo language as Yi Noroloshi, which roughly translates to, "With it, he goes on all fours." In Navajo tradition, skinwalkers are not simply evil spirits. They are corrupted medicine men, or witches, who have turned their backs on the sacred teachings of healing and balance. While medicine men use their powers for good, skinwalkers use theirs for destruction. According to legend, to become a skinwalker, one must perform a dark ritual, often involving the murder of a close family member. This horrifying act severs their connection to humanity and allows them to cross over into the world of dark witchcraft, where they gain unimaginable powers, but at the cost of their soul. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Legends and Myths, where we dive in like Poseidon into everything legend and mythology. Today, we're unveiling the eerie deserts and shadowy canyons of the American Southwest to uncover one of the most terrifying figures in Native American folklore: skinwalkers. Shapeshifters, dark sorcerers, creatures of nightmares. Skinwalkers are more than just scary stories. It's a legend that still haunts people to this day. So grab your sage, keep your eyes open, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss a journey into the legendary. Let's dive in. Skinwalkers are most famously known for their ability to shapeshift into animals: wolves, coyotes, owls, foxes, or crows, usually predators of the night. But their powers don't stop at mere transformation. They can mimic voices to lure victims out of their homes, control minds, planting suggestions, or driving people to madness, move with unnatural speed, vanishing before the human eye can follow, possess animals or people, using them as vessels for dark deeds, cast curses, illness, or misfortune on those who cross them. Skinwalkers are said to be almost impossible to kill, but Navajo legends speak of a direct strike to the heart with a bullet dipped in white ash. Becoming a skinwalker is not something that happens by accident. It is a deliberate, terrifying choice, a path walked only by those who are willing to abandon all that is sacred in pursuit of power. In Navajo belief, true spiritual strength comes from harmony with nature, community, and the spirit world. Medicine men and women are trained to use this spiritual energy to heal, protect, and guide. But to become a skinwalker, one must corrupt that path, break the natural laws, and commit acts so vile that they sever themselves from the world of the living. The first and most horrifying step to becoming a skinwalker is often said to be the murder of a close relative, a brother, sister, mother, or father. This act isn't just about death, it's about proving loyalty to darkness by violating the most sacred human bond, family. This ritual act of blood sacrifices the humanity within them. It marks the beginning of their transformation. From there, the aspiring skinwalker must engage in dark ceremonies and forbidden rites, rituals that invert traditional Navajo healing practices. Instead of prayers to bring balance, they chant curses. Instead of herbs for healing, they use them to poison. They may collect bones, skin, or hair from animals and people to use in their magic. Over time, they gain the ability to change form at will, donning the pelts or hides of animals to transform into that creature. This is why skinwalkers are rarely seen wearing animal furs, because it is through these garments that they take on new shapes. The most feared skinwalkers are those who no longer need pelts at all, those who have fully mastered the art of transformation, able to shift form with just a thought. Once the transformation is complete, the Skinwalker must live in secrecy, often in caves, abandoned dwellings, or deep in the desert. They avoid light, community, and spiritual ceremonies, as sacred rituals weaken or expose them. They become creatures of the night, feeding off fear, pain, and chaos. Many continue to practice black magic, crafting curses, disease, or spiritual attacks on others. They are said to travel swiftly in animal form, running faster than any mortal being, crossing miles in seconds under the cover of darkness. But this power comes at a terrible cost. Skinwalkers are cursed to live between worlds, no longer truly human, but not fully beast either. Their soul is twisted, and their fate is often one of eternal isolation, torment, and eventual destruction, unless someone ends their existence. Though traditionally feared and rarely discussed by the Navajo out of spiritual respect, tales of skinwalkers have surfaced across decades. People report seeing glowing eyes in the desert, encountering strange animals that vanish mid-step, or hearing knocks, whistles, or tapping on their windows at night, only to find no one there. In modern times, one of the most infamous locations linked to skinwalker activity is Skinwalker Ranch in Utah, where decades of paranormal activity, UFOs, mutilated cattle, unexplained lights, and strange creatures have been documented. Truck drivers crossing lonely highways, hikers exploring desert trails, and even residents living near reservations have told stories of being chased by creatures that weren't quite animal or human. Spotting a skinwalker is no easy task. These beings are masters of disguise, able to blend in their environment by taking the form of familiar animals or even mimicking trusted human voices. But while their shapeshifting makes them elusive, there are chilling signs that may betray their presence. Many believe that animals acting strangely or out of character, especially at night, can be a red flag. A coyote staring too long with unnatural intelligence, an owl perched silently for hours with glowing red or yellow eyes, or a wolf moving without making a sound. These could all be signs that something isn't quite right. When a skinwalker appears in human form, they're said to move in unnatural, jerky, or twisted ways, as if something inside them isn't quite used to wearing human skin. Their eyes may glow in the dark, and their limbs may bend or stretch in ways no human body should. Even if you can't see them, many say you can feel them. The air grows heavy. A cold, paralyzing dread creeps into your bones. You might feel like you're being watched, or hear whispers calling your name, though no one's around. One of the most terrifying signs of all is hearing animal sounds that mimic human speech, a dog barking your name, or a bird laughing like a person. Some have even reported hearing voices of loved ones outside their home at night, only to discover that no one is there. These moments of unease aren't just fear playing tricks on the mind. In the world of Navajo legend, they may be the calling card of the skinwalker, lurking just beyond the edges of light, watching and waiting. In Navajo culture, speaking about skinwalkers is dangerous and taboo. It's believed that mentioning them could draw their attention or invite their presence. That's why many traditional Navajo people refuse to discuss skinwalkers openly, especially with outsiders. They serve as more than just boogeymen. They are cautionary figures representing the dangers of forbidden knowledge, the balance between good and evil, and the consequences of misusing spiritual power. In that way, the Skinwalker is not just a monster, but a tragic figure, a reminder that even the most sacred powers can be twisted if used for selfish or hateful purposes. And that brings us to the end of today's journey into the shadowy world of skinwalkers. Whether you believe in them as real supernatural beings or see them as powerful cautionary tales, one thing is certain: their legend continues to chill spines and spark curiosity to this day. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Navajo folklore, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story from the dark side of mythology. Until next time, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next myth.